Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy holidays. How you doing? Hi, I'm MoJo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson, and I apologize for being a little to start because I'm having some technical difficulties. So wouldn't you just know it? I That's why I'm late, and I apologize for being late, but I could not get my computer to connect for the Facebook Live. I don't know why. There's something on my lip. It's because I have this bold red lip on today, and so because of that, I attract more animal fur than usual. All right, so welcome to the MoJo Show. This is where we do angel card readings for you, and I'm here every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, so you can count on that. Also, if you don't know me, again, I'm MoJo Medium. You can find me on the web at MoJo Medium. Hello, Susan. Welcome. And I'm also known as Susan Morrow Johnson, and I am a psychic medium. That means I not only foretell the future, I also talk to dead people. And I'm also an amazing intuitive life coach. Fantastic. So you have some opportunities to get in on a lot of mojo for yourself. All right. You'll find me on the web, like I said, at MoJo Medium. And right now, I've got Psychic Santa's gift list up for the holidays. That means you've got some extra things to do, such as, now this is a regular. This is a new regular feature, and that is RIP readings. Happy holidays. RIP readings are, RIPs are what I call your late loved ones. So if you're missing someone like your mom and your dad and your nephew and your dear friend Wanda, and the holidays are hard for you, I'm sorry about that. I understand. The holidays are hard for a lot of people, especially when people have lost such close loved ones. So back to the RIP readings. I do offer them in private readings, but I am now offering once a month. You can get in on a conference call for cheap, and I mean cheap, like a movie and a popcorn, cheap. So you can join us for that. The next one is on Tuesday, the 17th. And if you go to MoJo Medium on the web, you will find all the information you need about that. If you don't find it or you can't find it, please message me here, comment, whatever. You can email me at mojomedium@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get rocking and rolling. I always like to start with the Good News Only Angel card. The Good News Only deck is of my own creation. I was divinely inspired to create it. Pardon me, I'm a little dry. When one too many people asked me, gosh, what terrible thing is coming along for me? What do I need to get ready for? Well, if you look for the bad, guess what you find? If you look for the good, guess what you find? Cindy's already chosen her number. She knows what's coming. But let's do a Good News Only angel card that will give you something to look forward to and also will help you strengthen your look for the good muscle. Okay? Shuffling the deck 3 times. This deck is available on my website, and you can own your own. I call it the Golden Deck. It comes in this groovy little bag with instructions. So get your little self one. Okay, this one jumped out. Now, in the next few days to a week, this card is for you. Excitement. It doesn't matter when you see this. It's good for you right now, whenever you see it. Okay, so you have the excitement card. Now, if you had your own deck of these, you could take this at face value and go, great, I can look forward to some excitement in the next few days to a week. Now, one thing you cannot do with the Good News Only cards is think that the excitement will be negative excitement, right? Like people think of a car wreck as being exciting, but not in a good way. So this is going to be excitement in a good way. Next few days to a week, excitement over. It feels like it's about an event. Well, of course, that makes perfect sense because we're in the holidays. So you're likely to be going to an event. And if you see this some other time, let's say you're seeing this on July 4th, 2021, this is still for you. You're still going to be going to an event of some sort. So an event. Excitement about, this seems like something that you've wanted to do for a long time. So maybe it's a concert of someone you've always wanted to hear, or Trans-Siberian Orchestra. But the excitement doesn't seem to be the event itself. It seems to be how you feel about the event. Okay, so excitement about an event coming up in the next few days to a week. And that could mean that the event is not until later, but you find out that you're going in the next few days to a week. So it's about your excitement over the event. Yes, hi Diana. Well, you're going to get one, so sit tight. Let's see here. I mentioned about the Psychic Santa's gift list on the website, MoJo Medium. Is there anything else? And I told you about the RIP readings coming up next week. What else do you need to know about? Well, there are a couple of things that I like to do at each new year. And we're going to get to your angel card reading in just a minute. But I like to do a word workshop, which means choosing your word or your theme for your new year. And it's kind of a touchstone that you can go back and look at, or you can put it on your wall next to your desk or next to your bed or something. So you can look at it and go, yeah, how is this manifesting in my life? How is this guiding me in my year? And so, if you do New Year's resolutions, and everybody knows that, they're really hard to keep, right? But if you do New Year's resolutions, or if you don't, but if you do them and you think, I would like to do something that really kind of makes a difference for me, then try the word workshop. Again, really super reasonably priced, and you'll find that on Psychic Santa's gift list, sorry. I also like to do a 2020 preview readings call. So we do a conference call, and everybody gets a reading about what their 2020 is going to be about, kind of an overarching what's going to happen, okay? I don't break it down into month by month, but I do give you an idea of what's happening in your next year. So that's a cool deal. Both of those are on the website, but you're going to have to look in Psychic Santa's gift list, because I don't think they're anywhere else. Okay, down to the angel card readings using my favorite deck, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue, also which you can also get for your little old self. Here's what we're going to do. And don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. If this is your first time, it's easy. We're going to do a micro meditation. Don't be afraid. I'll walk you through it. We're going to have you think about your question or concern while I shuffle the deck, so that we imbue the cards with your question or concern. And I'll have more on that as well. And then you'll choose number 1, 2, or 3. I will have shuffled the deck. I'll cut the deck, and I'll deal out 3 cards face down so that we all see them at the same time. So you choose 1, 2, or 3, and that will be your reading. Keep in mind that the group effect means that anytime you are witness to someone else's reading, there is likely to be a message or two for you in that reading as well. So if you choose card number 2 and card number 3 also really resonates with you, or even more so, then that's for you too, okay? Don't dismiss it just because you didn't choose card number 3, right? All right, here we go. Here's our micro meditation, which is a very handy little tool to use anytime that you feel like you kind of need to center, kind of get into the moment and be present and connect with spirit. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 deep breaths. That's it, 3 deep breaths. But I want you to get comfortable, close your eyes, take the 3 deep breaths. And what we're going to do, we'll do it together in just a minute. What I want you to do is make sure that your tummy sticks out when you breathe, okay? Imagine breathing into your toes all the way down, like the air just goes all the way to your toes. So when you do that, make sure your tummy sticks out. And that way you'll be able to fill your lungs better. And it's a much more relaxing breath than if you just go, okay? Okay, so we're going to do 3 deep breaths. I like to hold my hands like this and lay them in my lap. You may do as you choose. I also like to cross my ankles cross my feet at the ankles, but I like to cross my ankles. Okay, are you ready? We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Get ready, get in position, and inhale. Excellent. 2 more. And last breath. Now, if you've seen this before, you know that I left something out. I usually suggest that you concentrate while you're breathing on, I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. And I neglected to do that, which I realized as I was doing the breaths. But I decided to keep going with the breathing because even if you didn't concentrate on that, it's still there. And I had set that intention for you. Okay? So, time to shuffle the cards. As I shuffle them, please think of your question or concern. If you have too many to choose from or you don't know what to ask for, use this default question. What do I need to know right now? Okay? That's the best thing that you can ask. What do I need to know right now? Two shuffles. These cards are so old, they don't shuffle very well. I like my good news only cards, they shuffle better. Okay. All right, the deck is shuffled. You've thought of your question. We've imbued the cards with that, okay? Now then, I'm going to cut the deck. You choose 1, 2, or 3, and you can tell us which one you're choosing, all right? Write down 1, 2, or 3. You choose which card you want, okay? I am drawing the cards right off the top, putting them down in front of me, face down. I'm not seeing them. Setting the deck over here. All right. Are you ready? Have you chosen 1, 2, or 3? Are you ready? If you're seeing this in the replay, you can still put it in the comments. That would be great. All right, here we go. Number 1, this is your card. Self-forgiveness. Ooh, let go of old guilt. And remember, you are God's perfect child. This is really good. I mean, we all need to work on this. Where do you have shame and guilt? You know, where do you have that the most? So think about that. Let go of old guilt. Oh, okay. Okay, specifically, this is saying that it's not exactly a warning. It is a reminder that old anger, which could be something that you either feel guilty about or that causes you guilt, or you may be angry about guilt. Old anger often manifests in a form of cancer. And as a medical intuitive, I could go into a really long lecture about that. I'm not going to. I suggest that you, how can I get that to you? We'll worry about that later. I wrote a little ebook called In Sickness and in Health, Why We Attract Illness. I don't know why my phone can ring while I'm live on my phone, which I'm only on because I couldn't get on the computer. Oy vey. So let's talk some more about shame and guilt and anger. So this is a reminder to forgive yourself and others for whatever there may be, especially something that's from before you were about 20 or 21 years old, or even right around that age. Think back, what hurt you the most at that time? What were you angry about? What do you have guilt about? And work on releasing that. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, and yes, it does relate to your current situation very, very much. Okay, it's important for you to release that. And by release, I just mean to say, I'm sorry, I forgive you. I'm sorry, I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Say to yourself, I forgive you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. All is well. I love you. Got it? Okay. If you chose card number 2, this is your card. Let's see here. I can't see it because it's not on my camera. There it is. Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. And yeah, I've memorized it, but apparently I still needed to read it, partly because I've got things coming in on my screen and throwing me off. Rude. Okay, so tranquility. So what is this card for? I mean, usually, you could take this card at face value and go, oh, it's about relaxing and time alone and, self-care, blah, blah, blah. So let me take a look at what it is psychically for you. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of noise in there. I hope that it's not bothering you. It's my husband playing with our granddaughter on the phone. They're loud but adorable. Okay. Tranquility, much needed self-care. Okay. Okay. This is about a spa day. Okay, and that can be figurative, that can be symbolic, but I'm getting like a white cushion, a fuzzy white cushion, a fluffy white cushion, and it's kind of coming across. And yeah, I mean, this looks sort of like soaking in the bubble bath, right? If you're a mermaid, but what it's coming through to me as is an image of being in a spa. Getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting a massage, getting a facial, that kind of thing. So that may not be within your reach right now, and that's fine. You can do your own spa day at home, okay? So don't worry about that. You can pamper yourself. So this is really about pampering, the self-care side of pampering, or the pampering side of self-care, I should say. Remember that self-care is not just bubble baths and meditation. Self-care is an everyday way of taking care of yourself so that you don't get to the breaking point. And you know what I mean when things are too crazy and there's too much going on and you're taking care of everyone else and you've got a million obligations. Work is insane. You don't like your boss. You've got to make dinner for 12 people on Christmas and you're just losing your mind. And then, at some point along the way, you have a moment where you break down over something small. You spill your coffee and you I just can't spill my can't even have you know what I'm talking about. We've all been there. So self-care really means building a life, creating your life in such a that it goes in such a way that you don't get to that point of breaking down. Okay? I'm working on it myself. So, if you chose card number 2, pamper yourself in the name of self-care. Okay? If you can't afford a spa day, do it at home. Bubble bath, candles, paint your toes, whatever that means to you. Make your favorite ice cream, drink, whatever it is. Okay? Okay. Now for card number 3. If you chose 3, this is yours. Explore your options. It's a good time to look at other possibilities and a good time to make changes. It's time to look at other possibilities and a good time to make changes. So, hey, Romel. Hey, Patty. Glad to have both of you. Thank you for being here. So, explore your options. Let's see what it's about specifically. It comes up almost immediately as being about work. So, it's time to look at other possibilities and it's a good time to make changes. Doesn't mean that you will make a change. Doesn't mean that you have to make a change. It means explore your options. And like I said, I feel like this has to do with your work. What could be different? What could be better for you? What would you like better? What would you like to do differently in the new year? Does that mean asking for a raise, applying for a promotion, looking for a new job? Or maybe you're a manager and you need to make some changes to your staff or your team, right? So think about that about exploring your options with regard to your job or your work if you're self-employed, okay? What if you're self-employed? Ooh, man, that really brings up a lot. Like, what can you change? What do you need to change? What would you like to change? What do you want to be different? That's the main thing. Explore your options means what do you want to be different with regard to your work? And if you do not work outside the home, if you are a stay-at-home mom, that is your work. You have a very important job. So what would you like to be different? Explore your options. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are done. Now, I usually just talk to one person, but I have to say, I want to say, since I know there's more than one person seeing this, I'm going to say Merry Christmas, y'all. That's like we say it in Texas. All right, I will be back next Thursday to do the MoJo show again, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the MoJo Medium page. You know where to find me, right? MoJo Medium. Yes, head over there now. I am having trouble with Facebook again. They won't let me post my link. I'm getting it fixed. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. It's something else we say in Texas. Okay, I'm going to sign off wishing y'all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Take care.